YouTube, fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back at you guys again. Let's talk about August the 21st, I think, is when the fight is set. I may or may not be correct. Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao. We're going to talk about this again. I've been seeing a lot of videos, a lot of comments, and a lot of people counting Manny Pacquiao out of this fight. Adrian Broner says Errol's going to hurt that boy. Keith Thurman gives Errol Spence the edge. A lot of people, a lot of boxing channels, a lot of casuals, a lot of diehard fans are saying that Errol Spence is going to retire Manny Pacquiao. Is this true? Quite possibly, yes. Quite possibly. Let's talk about Errol Spence, my Texas native. Errol Spence is like 3.5, 4 hours away from me. Drive. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be in Arlington, Texas that afternoon. I'm going to a dog show. I'm going to either be entering or just, there as a, to scope things out, because I plan on doing shows with my man Jago. So either, if hopefully they're having that fight in Arlington. I don't know. Might be in Vegas now that everything is opening, but Texas Stadium would be awesome. Matter of fact, no. Too many people. No. I'll just watch it somewhere. Hopefully I can get home early enough. But anyway, let's talk about Errol Spence, man. Errol Spence is young. He's strong. He's a unified champion. And he's fought some pretty stiff competition. His last fight against Danny Swift Garcia, he said he was 75-80%. And do I believe that? Yes, I do believe that. I do. He was coming off a bad car accident. He didn't look the same. His eyes were even a little different. Now seeing pictures of him, seeing him move around, seeing him work out on the hand mitts, he's starting to look like he's getting back to being the old Errol Spence. He had a decent performance against Danny Garcia. I could tell that he was just a little bit different, but the kid is, I knew Errol Spence was the truth when he went over to Kell Brook's backyard and took his belt. Now at the time, Kell Brook was an undefeated welterweight. The dude was big, scoped it up like a Greek god, bigger, possibly stronger than Errol Spence that fight, at least early on. But I think that's one of the few times that Errol Spence has faced someone physically bigger than him. When you can go to someone's backyard, a specimen of a man, a top-notch champion, and take his belt in his hometown, that says a lot. And I knew right then Errol Spence wasn't nothing to be played with. He wasn't nothing to be played with. So I understand completely why people think he's going to knock Pacquiao out, hurt Pacquiao, retire Pacquiao, because I believe that wholeheartedly. I do believe that. And he's very capable. The dude has a really nice, strong... Now, first of all, Errol Spence is physically strong. You ask Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields said, I sparred Errol Spence, and she tried to pull his arm down, and she couldn't move it. She said, I literally could not pull his arm down. That's how strong he is. And a lot of other fighters said that he's just that freaking strong too. So, not only that, that jab is really nice. And if you allow him to sit down on his punches, putting on your earmuffs and getting up against the ropes, it's pretty much a done deal. A done deal. The body attack is what I love most about Errol Spence. He does not neglect it. He loves it. He puts money in the bank early going to the body. And I love that about my man Spence. I really do. He's a southpaw. A southpaw versus a southpaw. Two elite southpaws. Well, some of you may say one, because a lot of you guys are still counting Manny Pacquiao out. Mostly because of his age is why this is happening. Some is because of his size, his height. But the worst thing you can do is count Manny Pacquiao out of any fight. You can't be doing that. Like, you just, it's something you can't, you can't be having sex at Camp Crystal Lake. Like Jason, my man Voorhees, he frowns upon it. And if you have sex at his lake, you will surely die. You cannot do that. You can't count Pacquiao out, like you can't be having sex at Camp Crystal Lake. You can't be black in a horror movie, period. Black people die either right at the beginning of a horror movie or right at the tail end, because you think they give you hope. Oh man, the black man's gonna survive, and then boom, he's dead. I don't mean to bring race into it, but I'm y'all know if y'all watch horror movies, you know what I'm talking about. You can't sleep on Manny Pacquiao regardless of how old he is. And you know why he can't? Or why you guys can't and why I can't? Is because Manny has seen it all. He is a living, active legend. Now granted, we haven't seen him fight since Keith Thurman. That was about 2 years ago, so we don't know what Pacquiao we're going to see. And to take a 2-year layoff to come back and fight a killer like Spence is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But I still don't count Manny Pacquiao out of this fight. Not saying he's going to win, but I do not count him out because he's seen and fought everybody. There's not a fighter from 100 and what was his weight class? Was he a flyweight? I don't forget what he was, but he was really, really small. From whatever weight all the way up to welterweight. He's fought literally everybody. Beat the best. And fought everybody. And when he lost to the best. That's why I don't count him out. I don't think there's anything that Errol is going to bring to Manny Pacquiao that he has not seen before, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be able to handle what Errol Spence has to bring that he's seen before, because a lot of the stuff that he has seen before, he was younger. But now he's 40 some odd years old, and he's been off for 2 years. Now, the fact that he's older doesn't come into play with me. It's the fact that he's been off for 2 years and coming back and fighting someone like Errol Spence is what I'm saying. Maybe he thinks Errol Spence isn't the same Errol Spence before the car crash. Maybe this is his last hurrah, big payday, and he's gone. I mean, why not? You have a chance to fight for 2 belts. I think maybe 3. They might reinstate the dude because he's a champion in recess, right? So there might be 3 belts on the line, not just 2. Who knows? I don't know that factually. I'm just saying hypothetically. Manny Pacquiao has faced everyone, and there's nothing that Errol Spence is going to bring to him that he hasn't seen. But can he handle it after a 2-year layoff? Can he handle what Errol Spence has to bring to him, or that he's going to bring to him? Because Errol ain't going to come half-stepping. He's not. And I'm not sleeping on neither one of the fighters. But a lot of y'all are sleeping on Manny Pacquiao. For whatever reason. I'm pretty sure you have a valid reason. All I know is, man, I'm ready for that fight. I hope nothing stupid goes on in between and that it happens. This is a candidate for Fighter of the Year. It's going to be big. It's going to be 2 southpaws facing each other. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to be, listen, it's different. I'm a southpaw fighter myself. I'm right-handed, but I fight in left-handed stance. And I hated fighting left-handed fighters. Couldn't stand it. It was just weird and awkward. And Manny Pacquiao, whatever you do, don't lay on those ropes and put your earmuffs on, because Errol is going to take that right lead foot. He's going to put it on the outside of your body. He's going to start ripping hooks, ripping uppercuts. He's going to touch you with the jab. He's going to measure you with it. Come with that overhand left. And then, boom, again with the right. He digs like a dirt diver, bro. When he got them feet planted and the foundation is there and he's grounded and he's throwing shots, you can't stay in there for long. You got to get in and get out. I do see Manny Pacquiao really using the ring, using whatever legs he has left, because regardless of what I say about being older ain't such a big deal, age brings about a change though. And the first thing that goes is your mobility. Your power is the last thing to go. You know what I'm saying? So if Manny doesn't use that ring, if he doesn't pop in and out and use angles and don't stay in too long, it could be very, 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 very competitive. But if he's flat-footed and he wants to stand toe-to-toe with Errol Spence, that's something you can't be doing, bro. That's just, like I said before, it's like having sex at Camp Crystal Lake. Jason don't play that. And Errol Spence don't play that. You dig? Like, Errol Spence is Jason Voorhees in this fight, and Manny Pacquiao is one of the little horny teenagers. There's one that you can't do it. Don't sleep with that girl, Manny. Leave her alone. You got to be smart. He has to be smart and elusive, but how elusive can you be at 40-something years old? Time will tell. Time will tell, because I don't know. But all I know is I'm not sleeping on him. Not sleeping on Pacquiao, and I don't blame everybody for saying that Errol Spence is probably going to, well, not everybody, a lot of people, saying that he's possibly going to knock Pacquiao out and retire this dude. Never mind what I'm talking about. What do you think? Leave your comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know as always. Respect all, fear none. God bless. Until the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up. We out of here.